How about drums? An instrument everybody loves. Let's get down, to the beat, to the beat.
Hanging with Nate the drummer.
Hanging with Nate the drummer.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hanging with Nate the drummer. Today, I'm joined by Space Kamp. How you guys doing?
Very well, man. Thank you for having us.
Good,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, my man.
I'm trying to find the right layout. You guys like that layout?
Beautiful. Whatever you like.
Oh, whatever's cool
I know,
with you,
right?
man. We're easy. We're easy. Whatever's cool with you, man.
I'm just gonna switch it around and play with
I'm
it.
on the phone.
So, how you guys doing? So, what's new, man?
We're doing very well. I'm doing very well. Oh,
yeah,
you
I'm
doing
also
good?
doing very. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm doing very well. Feel me? Happy that I'm on this podcast.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, man, it's getting hectic nowadays. You know, things are starting to pop up again, and you know, it's harder to get a hold of people. I'm like, so I appreciate you guys coming on. I really do.
Oh no, we appreciate.
Oh man, thank you for having us, man.
Happy to talk to you.
So, how did you guys meet?
And well, I met at Doobie, just doing shows here and there, man. When I first started doing music in Allentown, he was one of the first dudes that booked me on one of his little runs that he had going on, like the little weekend warrior runs, a couple states. And a couple years passed after that, and he came up to me and asked me if I wanted to join the band, and I immediately jumped on the opportunity.
And is it just you two?
Yes.
Yeah. We use Rob the Viking.
Rob the
on
Viking,
production.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So it's kind of rude when I say we use Rob the Viking. We collaborate with Rob the Viking as
Yes,
far as the production goes.
Yes.
He feels like he's part of the group. We have a DJ. We have people behind the scenes that are part of our team that help us rock and roll. So Space Kamp is definitely bigger than two of us, but I guess
Yes.
we're the ones in or whatever you would say.
The figureheads.
Yeah, we're on the front lines of it. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
How'd you guys come up with the name Space Kamp?
Just trying to be far out, just trying to be far out and thinking about, where we wanted to kind of take the music. It's just kind of be real spaced down, just be all the way out there. Camping is like a community, situation. It's tight friends and family. When you go camping, that's what it is. There's a bonding experience going on, and you're with nature, you're with your family and your friends. We just thought the most far out thing you could be is a Space Kamp,
Hell yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Hell yeah.
And is the K special? Is it a special K?
We just want people to find us on Google.
I just want to say special K. Just throw in a little drug reference.
Man. We just want to be a little different, man. A little different, spell a little differently. That's all.
Yeah, man, it's totally cool. Who inspired you guys to want to create music? As far as loving music and listening to music, who did you guys look up to?
Well, I grew up in a musical household. My father, he had 6 kids old. It was half and half, 8 boys, 8 girls. So he made sure all the boys in the family learned how to play an instrument at an early age, kind of like Jesse Jackson, Yeah. So that's who
Yikes.
influenced me, man. That's who really. Yeah, it was like, but way nicer.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Good.
In the sense of we
got scared for a second.
Yeah, way nicer. But in the sense of how Jesse, in the sense of how Jesse,
Joe,
all his kids played instruments. Yeah, like in that sense. Joe Jackson's wild, But
Joe Jackson. Yeah.
But yeah, that's who inspired. Yeah, Joe Jackson. That's who inspired me, man. Was my father, man.
That's really cool. That's what I hope to do with my kids. I got my daughter a Questlove Pocket Kit.
Oh, there you
Man.
go. That's the way to get
Oh,
it
that's
started.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That dude.
That's
If
dope.
you want to do it, that's
Yeah.
the way to do
My
it.
dad's one
It's
of
the best sounding mini kit.
yeah. Oh, that's
That's
cool,
right.
man. Yeah, my dad's won a Latin Grammy. My brothers won a Latin
Mm.
Grammy. So, you know, just future goals and
Man, no
aspirations,
pressure.
they instilled it in me.
No pressure,
Yeah,
huh?
right. Yeah.
Like, where's your Grammy? You there yet? No. It's nice to have family support you though, doing what
soon
you're doing,
come, man.
right?
Yeah, my son, what are you doing? Yeah, man, it's super dope. It's super
Hey man,
dope.
I got 5 kids. Trust me, it's all good. I get it. I got a little boy, so I know how it rolls.
We got
Struggle is
Yeah, my
real.
man's over
squad
here
over
trying to
here.
get a camera.
Yeah, I got a squad over here.
Dad life, right? How do you
My man
guys
that do has a football
make it
team.
all work?
Yeah, I got a whole team over here. I got a whole
How
team.
many you got? You got more than I do?
Oh yeah. I got 3 little boys and a big boy.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Man.
man.
whole squad, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Doing it big, and my little ones are right apart. You know, like so
Mm.
3, and my little boy's about to be 1. So
Isn't it crazy? It's crazy when you get older too. Like your priorities change as far as music. How do you guys keep inspired to keep doing it with the kids and stuff and the
Oh
family
man,
life? And,
no, that's the inspiration right there. You know, to be honest,
that's
that's
the
the
yeah.
inspiration.
That's what it is.
And I think
You
that
know.
I think that artists are kind of like you can't shake it if you wanted to anyway, right? Like
yeah.
I can go do whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna want to create. That's just who I am. I think it's
Yeah.
who all of us are, and that's the connection
Yeah.
that we have. That's why we speak to each other the way we're able to, and we're able to connect on the level and the vibration that we're able to connect on because it's something that it runs through us. There's no shaking it.
Yep.
You know the
Mm.
people they that it's not the same. They kind of make music just for a
Yeah.
little minute, and then they're out of it. Like you see cycles, like you see cycles
Uh-huh.
of people that just kind of, and it's not that they're just throwing their dreams away, but I think there's something to be said about like chasing,
Yeah, I was
being true to
at
who you are.
yeah, for real. I was at work the other day and a Prince song was on and I was like, you can't there's not going to be any other Princes out,
Ooh.
like you can't just the way he
Never.
screams,
Never.
There's a couple I remember hearing years
Yeah.
ago that for a party like it's 1999 he cut the cymbal just to get that like just genius shit like that.
Hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah, man.
hearing the
That dude was an
scream like
icon, man. He was an icon.
having the balls to scream like that, and just
He played
yeah.
every instrument. It was just
Yeah.
I mean
it was not
that man would
play every
wear platform heels.
played
Yeah.
every instrument.
Man. Who did you guys draw inspiration from
Yeah, he would.
as far as everything or
yeah, I mean for me,
to decide your style, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because in bands it's like, it starts out some way.
yeah. So for me,
Yeah, it definitely started out different.
when I was younger,
Go ahead, bud.
when I was younger, my cousin played the drums for like a jam band, and that was like my first real like look at music was like that whole like Grateful Dead aesthetic, and he collected tapes and he played the drums and followed the Grateful Dead around on tour, and
wow.
when I was real young, and I remember that being my first like real like sitting at the drums and just like I never played, but I just remember those weekends in his basement, and then in high school I was heavy into graffiti, and we would just kind of cipher and just rap, and just like get it in, like that's what we were into, and so I fell in love with hip hop, and but I've always been influenced by all different psychedelic, reggae,
Yeah.
all different kinds of music. So, but
Yeah.
my first real
As
kind
far
of
as
taste was
as
my
far as
cousin.
Good.
Yeah. As far as Space Camp, man, I mean, we started off just creating, and basically we just wanted to make universal music. We felt the music that we were making at the time was mostly for like our friends and a certain niche
Mm.
group of people. And we just looked at each other one day while we were on Haight and Ashbury, and I was like, "Yo, this is the vibe." We walked into Ambrosia Records store, and I was like,
Mm.
"This is the vibe.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do. We need to make music not just for a certain class of people, but we need to make music where this 60-year-old retiree can listen to it and love the song. This nurse can listen to this song. This dude from the black. I just wanted to make music for everyone, you know,
Hmm.
instead of just a niche group of people. And I think that, and once we did that, man, like the sound just flourished into what it became.
It was kind of like
Yeah.
our guard down. It's very easy to let your kind of like pride steer the ship, and I think that like
So
kind
being
of
that it's this is a table.
I think that when you he's talking about is like kind of letting our egos die on a level of um being open to do all different kinds of things. If we feel like singing, we're gonna sing. If we feel like the music just needs to play for 2 3 minutes and say no words, then that's what we're gonna do. And I think
Mm.
that when we did that, it
Yep.
just kind of opened everything up and just made it that much. It created the sound, and I guess that's what.
Yeah. Is it scary to do that? Because to break from the norm and to, inagata
Oh
devita
yeah.
it and just hope for the best,
Oh
I always
yeah.
think
Oh
about that.
yeah, man. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But referring to the last question you asked about how do you do it, how
Mm.
do you still stay creative in the mind with a family? We kind of did it for that reason, man. We wanted to make music that our kids can listen to. And we were scared, but it was like we want to do more. We want to be able to, I don't feel like nobody just does music to not like succeed in it, and be able to
Hmm.
feed your family off what you really love to do, you know? And we had to
Yeah.
make a change in order to do that.
Yeah, the other thing is too is like I think that once we came to that realization that we just wanted to do kind of whatever felt right and whatever was honest, um, there's only two things that you can feel is either fear or love. So once we started moving just strictly off of love, that's
Mm.
you know, that's when things start coming together, and that's when the sounds start um, meshing and making sense, and the words start making sense, and everything starts making sense when you're moving off of fear. In fact, what we were doing before, as just kind of young, hungry kids, that's actually
Mm.
we were moving off of fear then, because we were scared to come out of our shells. We were scared to like really show who we are. We were scared to talk about love. We're scared to talk about um, things that things that may be embarrassing, or things that
Yeah,
are darker, or more heavy. We were actually moving off of fear, because we were scared to show ourselves. So you have to kind of, every bar has to be this, or every, it has to be edgy, or it has to be this, or whatever the case. And once you start to move off of love and don't worry about the fear at all, then that's when things come together. So we're just moving off of love right now. We're just moving off of honesty right now, and whatever is happening off of that.
That's awesome. Very well said.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and that's got to be freeing, like I've been in bands, and the last one
yes.
I was in was actually a reggae band, and we did a lot of Bob Marley, the older classic stuff,
Dope. Dope.
and I added my flavor to it instead of just like a reggae beat. I had more of a rock kind of style, so it was, but just doing those old school songs and trying to listen
Dope.
to the
Dope.
words, and a lot of times I would end up like, for you said, like in fear, like when you do a live gig, sometimes you get fearful, but I would always close my eyes and play, because then you can hear it, what you're creating, and just kind of get at that vibe. You know what I mean?
Just go into that zone. Just go
Yeah,
into
you get in that
Yeah,
zone, but you get
absolutely.
the love. You're enjoying, you're loving what you're making, and like, I think that's why people do it,
Absolutely.
so much.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So I can't imagine
yeah.
adding all the
That's very
psychedelic and
true.
stuff, and just, you know, Yeah, it's
Oh
a bonus.
It brought
yeah,
it to life, man. It really brought it to life, man. You know, because at the end of the day, this is, you know, like right now in this time and age, and where our age is and how we've grown as men, it's who we truly are, man. You know, Space
Hmm.
Camp is who we truly are. You know, that's the representation of us right now.
How
You
has
know,
the
we're just two
pandemic
funny
affected
dudes who
you
love to have
guys?
fun. Oh, I wouldn't say it affected us negatively. We're in the sense that we were able to hone in and focus on our weaknesses and try to make them stronger. You know, and we were able to put out Electric Lemonade during the pandemic, which was kind of a thing for us. We didn't know what we should do at that time, but it worked out good for us. We hit 15 on Google on the top charts. We hit 13
Wow,
no 13 on Google, 15 on iTunes. Yeah, so the pandemic was a blessing for us in the
man.
sense that we were able to really hone in on things that we slacked on, and we're able to pick it
Hmm.
up more in those specific areas. Yeah,
and be with family and be just close to home and kind of shut off. You know, it was like
Hmm.
a big reset for everybody, and I think that there was a lot of people that, you know, listen, everybody had the we all know about the awful side of it. You know, we all know
Right.
people that were very sick. We all know people that lost their jobs. Financially, we all got hit. There's nobody that, I don't think, except for the, super corporate guys, but
Yeah.
every all of us were affected on that tip. But on the creative side of things, he's absolutely right. Like, we were just with our families every day, and we were just with each other, and not, well, not physically, but on the phone, and
Hmm.
and just creating, and just not touring, and not being on the road, and not doing the same thing that we were doing twice a year since we, linked together. It made all the difference in the world. Like, we were able to
yeah,
really put out a project that we were really super proud of, and not have to worry about like scheduling shows and all this kind of stuff. It was just like about the music only, and the artwork, and just like spend all that extra time on those things. And it was a real blessing. It was a real blessing. So um, now
Yeah, I
yeah,
get that.
forward.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just how things ended up. It's like we got a bunch of legal snow days, like an
Yeah,
excuse.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah,
chill. Oh, I
yeah,
have to stay home. Okay,
yeah,
Netflix and chill for
yeah,
a year.
yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta take the negative and turn it into a positive. You know, you can't just focus on the
Mhm.
negative. And there's positive and negative, man. You know, there's beauty in darkness.
That's how I created this podcast. It was when the pandemic first started, and I was like, I know a bunch of people in bands. I love music. Let me find different bands. They're home. They don't have anybody to talk to or promote them.
It's
So
dope.
let me find good artists and promote. It's all out of love, like you said. So
That's
this is my
beautiful.
out of love
That's
creation.
beautiful, man.
That's awesome.
And as we do, we always
We love
we're
to be
creative
here, man.
guys.
We appreciate it.
We always have creative ideas. You know what I mean? This is one that I actually stuck with. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It didn't just float off.
Yeah, so many people. I think
Beautiful,
so many
beautiful.
people. I think so many people are coming out of the pandemic with like a new, like, whether it's a podcast or learned how to play the guitar, or
Hmm.
started picking up the pen again, or started painting again, um,
Yeah.
and they're gonna and finding that passion again, coming now when things are opening up. Now I think you're going to see a lot more a creative surge. I think we're going to
Hmm.
see just the best
Absolutely.
shows and the best art, because I think that there's people that are finding their passion, and they're like, just gonna be happy
How
coming
how are
out.
you guys? That reminds me. How are you guys gonna up your level? You know what I mean? When you guys come back to live shows, how do you do that? It's got to be tough to, put on this killer show and come up with something new and different.
Yeah, well, we're
That's
really
the
blessed.
exciting part.
We
That's
yeah,
true. Yeah.
we've been working with we've been working with a really dope DJ, DJ Merc. and bringing some routines to some old school, real dope DJ routines to the show.
That's
Um,
cool.
and you know, just trying to keep it creative. There's some other, you know,
Mhm.
some other tricks that we're gonna have up our sleeve. I don't want to
Yeah,
talk,
don't reveal it all.
and then they don't happen, you know. But
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but like
yeah, 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 yeah.
we try to
yeah,
we try to be as creative as we can and make the live show more than just like going to see a concert. We try to really get everybody to really feel like they're glad that they came out tonight, you know.
and that's going to be a lot easier
This is a
now.
part of them.
I mean,
Yeah, we want everybody to come to the
anybody like,
show.
we're out. I don't even
Yeah,
care what I'm doing.
For sure.
yeah,
What
man.
is your
You know,
writing?
we just
What
want
is
to
your
put on a
writing
great show
process,
and make
guys?
What's that?
the
What's our
writing
writing?
Sorry.
process. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the writing process to me is the best part because that's when we get to create and you know start putting words together and figuring out the hook and stuff. But the writing process is very simple, man. It's always just us two and we bounce ideas off each other. Whether it's him in a car and something just pops in his head, he'll call me immediately and be like, "Hey, man, what do you think about this?" And I'll be like, "Oh, that's dope," or like, work on it more." And vice
Yeah.
versa. If I'm in my house and something pops up, I'll call him immediately just so like we can all be on the same vibration, you know? And then we link
Hmm.
up and create.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
You guys never
Yeah.
fight about it or anything?
Nah,
I wouldn't
nah,
say we
nah,
fight about
man.
it, but
That's the best part.
we put a lot of songs. We put a lot of songs in the crock pot, you know.
Yeah,
That's a lot
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
I get it.
songs. There's a lot of songs that come to the table, and yo, this song is gonna be dope in like a year or two. You know, like just,
Yeah.
let's just go put this over here
And
because there's certain things that we really love about it, but let's
Hmm.
focus over here and we have a lot of those. You know, we have a lot
and
of those.
to me
It
that's the best part.
never gets
That's the
done.
best part.
Like an argument thing. The thing is about like that I
Yeah.
find about a group because we both were making music before we got together. I think the
Hmm.
thing about being in a group is like you got to both love the song, and then if you both love the song, then there's no thing. If one person is like, then
Yeah, you gotta fight for it a little.
You know,
put it in the crock
yeah.
pot, you know,
That's the
you
best
know,
part
Yeah.
about being in a group.
back to it. Because there's a
Yeah.
time it's interesting. There's a particular song um that O had that I loved. I love a lot of parts of it, but we put it in the crock pot and it came back and he tweaked it and was doing things. It ended up that you know once it came time to do Electric Lemonade because we did a record before Electric Lemonade and
Hmm.
he had that song at that time and it was just kind of like this is a special song, but like let's not even do anything with this right now until it's like as special as it can really be, you know?
Hmm.
And then that record was the kind of the first song on Electric Lemonade. It's called New Strains. Um,
Hmm.
but it's you know, sometimes things need to sit and think,
Yeah.
you know.
Little
So we
marination.
kind of have
Yeah.
we just kind of have that
Yeah.
kind of already we've already agreed on that and so that there's not even really any question now we can't even be mad so I
Mm.
mean sometimes you
Yeah.
hang up the phone like yo this motherfucker come fuck. But
Oh, of course, of
we
course,
just
of
got to
course,
keep
of
it
course,
we
because
just
Yeah.
you're
got to
gonna
keep
fight
Yeah.
it
for it,
going, you know. Yeah,
It's part of that
you know.
process.
But
Yeah.
that's the best part. That's the best part about being in a group, man. Because you know, like when you're a single artist, you really don't have
Hmm.
nobody telling you, like, hey, man, maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't put that song on there. You're just, I'm
Yeah.
putting
That's
this
true.
on here. Nobody's telling me nothing.
Yeah.
But when you're in a band, man, you know, we have to both, like you said, we both gotta like the song. If we don't like the song, we don't love the song, then we're not putting the song
Hmm.
out. It's not like we throw it away in the garbage. We just let it sit and figure out a better way to, you know, make it sound better.
When do you guys know a song is done? Like when you're like, nope,
Ooh,
don't touch it.
we know. We know.
yeah,
We
yeah.
know, man. The real
I
good
don't know.
ones, we've had real good songs like Girl Like You, Stoner
Hmm.
Chick. Those songs were written in like minutes, you know? Like when it's for those you know when the song's done, you know.
Yes,
You
sir.
got
Love
this
to
Yeah,
feeling.
break a pound
You know, but
down.
it's never really done. Yeah, it's never really done because you always want to tweak and you could do this, like But as far as like the words and what the instrumentation is gonna be, when it's done. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a graphic designer, so I get that. You
it's
just
that
have to
feeling.
know. You got to know when to stop.
Yeah, it's that feeling, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the
sometimes
feeling. It's
somebody
like
make it
this
broke,
makes me feel so good.
Yep. So, was there a stoner chick that you guys had in mind when that song was written, or
right?
All of them, all
Everyone.
of them. Nah,
all of them? Right?
yeah, yeah,
It's
man.
funny.
That's amazing.
Station,
My
yeah.
my lady, my lady. Actually, she doesn't even dive into the world of cannabis. She doesn't. So like, I
Oh,
wrote
really?
that song for the man who I wrote that for my homies who want to stone a chick, because my girl does not dabble, you know.
Yeah, and that's okay. More for you, right? That's the way I look at it.
That's the way.
Oh, absolutely. I
It's,
don't
I mean,
complain.
it's a
I
little
don't complain. It's
it's
cool.
lonelier, but yeah, more for me, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
If-
That's why I got Doobie. That's why I got Doobie.
Uh,
Isn't it crazy nowadays how things are with marijuana culture and how it reminds me of Wizard of Oz when it's like, come out, wherever you are, like,
yeah,
is it safe to say I do it?
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a beautiful thing nowadays.
Mm. It's nice to see an awakening.
You know?
yeah, yeah. Like
Never would have
Yes.
thought in our
Yes.
day.
Yes.
yeah, yeah. The important thing right now is that we start to like spread the word more and more that there's although there's a lot of bankers and people making millions of dollars selling grass right now, there's a lot of
Yeah.
people sitting in jail
Yeah.
that haven't been
Yeah.
released
Can you imagine?
in the same place where people are making millions, billions of dollars. So
Mm.
like that's like the 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 talk needs to be more on that, like when we're
Yeah, I
out
can't
and about,
imagine.
when we're out and about, we got to try to spread the word of like trying to get people aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
I think
it's
a
so
lot of
weird.
people, I think a lot of people think that like once things became legal, that like everybody was just like released out of jail, and that's not the case.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being
unfortunately,
in
that's
there
not
for
how it
that.
works, man.
Yeah. Imagine being in there for that, and they're like, "Oh, hey, by the
Yeah.
way, it's legal in this state," and you're like, "What? I'm still sitting here. Why?" Yeah,
Yeah. That
bullshit.
gotta be the worst news. That gotta be the worst news ever.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, yay, it's
Yeah.
legal. Wait, let me out. What's going on?
What am I doing
Yeah,
in here? Yeah.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, man.
there's an organization called Freedom Grow Forever, and
Mm.
every single dollar donated, they put into the commissary for inmates that are in on a
Oh, wow,
cannabis charge. Yeah, so
that's really cool.
definitely
Charge.
everybody out
Yeah.
there listen, definitely
Yeah.
listen. Check out Freedom
How
Grow.
did you guys? How'd you guys get hooked up with High Times? That's pretty cool. That's pretty big.
Yeah, we have an awesome team.
Oh.
We have an awesome team. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Napoleon Dynamite. Lucky.
yeah, we have a really great lot of people behind us, and like our publicist, and shout out to Mercedes, shout out to James Wright, shout out to everybody that helped.
Yeah.
So back when we did High Times, we were working with our good friend James Wright out of
Mm.
Toronto, and he helped us out with that, getting a placement for Stoner Chick in High Times.
Ah,
Now we're working
nice.
with, we're still best buddies with James, and we're now working with
Yeah. James is the man.
and PR Junkies, and they're just doing a phenomenal job as well, helping us get just being able to meet people like you and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, thanks to Mercedes for hooking us up.
yeah, bless.
And it was
Mercedes is
nice
the best, man.
because
She's a workhorse.
I've never actually had anybody hit me up. you guys were the first ones. You know what I mean? It's like that. This podcast thing might actually be something that I can build from. You know, it's like,
Absolutely, man.
okay, you guys want to be
Yeah,
on? Sweet, I'm getting a pitch. Yeah,
Yeah, and
absolutely,
that's
absolutely,
the thing I
man.
say about like the about kind of having a team and being able to have like eyes out there to be like, yo, check out this dope podcast, like
yeah, I
like
appreciate it.
and being like, yo, yeah, let's see, let's see if they're, let's see if we can talk, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, I've been getting some really good artists. I'm excited. If you guys listen on Anchor, there's one where I have
So,
a 3 hour podcast playlist. It's all the MP3s from, and it's so much good different
oh,
music.
okay.
You have to check it out. It's my family tree because
Definitely
you
check
guys
that
are part
out.
of my family
Definitely.
tree now.
Oh, bless. That's awesome.
Ah,
Man,
beautiful, 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 man. Thank you. Bless, bless.
so how did the Rebel Hippie community come about? How did that begin?
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Lid.
yes. So a bunch of years ago, a good friend of mine, excuse me, good friend of mine was introduced me to this rolling paper company that wanted to do like have me be a brand ambassador for them. Um, and I just thought at the time, I thought having like my own name on the paper, I thought that was really tacky. And I was like, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to do I wanted to work with this company,
Yeah.
Iggy Paper. Shout out, still to this day, still rocking and rolling. But I wanted to work with them, but I didn't want to just put my name on there. And Rebel Hippie is something that I was always saying back in the day, and like whatever the case. So I just thought I thought it would look cool on the rolling papers. So fast forward, going out on tour, like would have the papers and just kind of give people the rolling papers. And soon enough, man, we're out on the road and like people are showing up with a logo tattooed on them and shit. And
Oh wow.
I was like tripping out. And so I was like, yo, like I was like, it's like like people are really connecting um to this because we're all like-minded, like birds of a feather, right? So
Mhm.
I was looking at it like this isn't even like a thing of like this is not ours, this is like ours, like this is all these people that are repping this on their daily, and it's something different to them, and it's they connect to it on a different level. Maybe it reminds them of their grandma, maybe it reminds
Mhm.
them of their dad, or maybe it just reminds them of themselves, whatever the case. So it just kind of became its own thing, and like I was saying, we're out on tour. People they bring different artwork and just so many different. I've like a
That's
whole
awesome.
room full of really awesome skateboards and all
Oh
kinds of really
man.
dope stuff. So
Oh yeah.
um, we just thought like, yo, what can we do that is like a dope way to kind of give back to all those people that are repping anyway and not ask for anything, like
Mhm.
and what we did was we basically created the Rebel Hippies community, and it's a card. So it's just it's nothing more than a looks like a credit card. It's like a plastic card with a QR code, and
Mhm.
basically we send it out for free to anybody that's part of the community. And once you have that card, that QR code gives you discounts at different companies that are affiliates with us, like Smooth Root CBD gets like a 15%
Oh
discount
wow.
on Holistic Lotus, which is just really dope candles and creams and lotions and stuff like that, all natural. This is a bunch of different companies. I don't want to like start
Yeah.
running them off, but I'll start missing people. But yeah, and then as far as for Space Camp, it's early access to music. It's early access to tickets to shows. It's a constant, always a discount, a 10% discount forever for your life on merchandise, on concert tickets, on different things, and then we also do exclusive kind of stuff for them, So uh,
That's really cool. That's a neat idea.
thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw that online and I was like, oh wow, that's really neat. It's a neat way to, give back. It's
Yeah,
different.
for sure, for sure. Yeah,
So
because
what is it
because of them.
sorry man. What is it about chicken and waffles that just works? You know? Like seriously.
It's the best, right?
What do you think, oh?
It's the best, buddy.
The sticky icky with the chicky. I just made that up. Sticky icky with the chicky. You're allowed to use that. See, guys, we need to hang out. I'm telling you. I feel like that '70s show. Yeah, just
we definitely got to sit down and have some food, man. That's for sure.
man. Yeah, where'd you guys I see you guys like to go to diners, drive-ins and dives, and where's the best spot? Shout it out.
Oh man, so many. I mean, what meal of the day are we talking about? Are we talking about breakfast? We talking about dinner?
Oh,
we talking about on the road, lunch, quick in and out. I mean, we can talk.
I know, right?
Heavy,
Oh, we can't hear you. Oskee. There he is. You there? Hey, can we hear you? We're having a hell of a time with him. I can't hear him. Yeah.
He's just talking about food right now. It's so amazing. He's so
I
in
got
his
him
zone
started.
right now. Yeah, he's so
Can't
in
hear
his
you.
zone right now.
Damn it, we can't hear it. Can we hear you now? It's like that Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now?
He has Leo the Spartan on there. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. It's his son.
I know, it threw me off. I was like, wait, what?
Son, Leo's son. It's amazing.
Oh, okay. I'm a Leo. Leo the Spartan. There you are. Are you there? Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
That's right. You know what it is? His earpods. This happens when I'm on the phone every day.
Oh, really? He bounced.
Don't worry about it. He'll be right back.
Yeah, it's no worries. Hey, guys, this is how podcasts go, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
I listen to them all the time, and there's not one that's a perfect like audio and perfect. You know what I mean? This is what we get, and that's fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, but I want to talk food, man.
I know, right?
What
are you thinking?
What-
Breakfast? What's
yeah,
your go-to?
breakfast, I love in Washington State.
There he is.
Nice.
There he is.
I left real quick and came right back. My mom called me and I ended the call and I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, Mom.
Not bad. But yeah, I think the best spot for food is we went to the spot in Wisconsin. I forget what it is. Adoo knows what it's called, but they have these little
AJ
things.
Bombers.
Yeah, there it is. Bombers.
Bombers. You like that? You love
Bombers.
AJ
I love
Bombers.
in Milwaukee.
Oh,
The icky and the chicky.
oh, yes, absolutely.
There's a great place in Washington State too, on the peninsula, like outside of Seattle, in Port Angeles. That's like a great breakfast spot. It's just off the hook, and I can't remember the name of it. So
I'm not gonna lie to you. Anywhere in Port Angeles is delicious, man. Yeah. There's a lot of like local shops, a lot of mom and pop shops. But yeah.
What's your go-to for breakfast?
I'm a plain like eggs and oatmeal guy. I'm not,
oh, really?
You know, but my oatmeal is delicious. You know, we're talking about local sourced honey.
Do you remember oatmeal back in the day? They had the color
dates,
color swirl. Do you remember the color swirl in the oatmeal?
Yeah.
You just reminded me of that. They were trying to make oatmeal fun for kids. Swirl this stuff in it. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm old, guys.
I remember the dinosaurs. Man. I remember the dinosaur ones. They had the little dinosaur eggs that hatched.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they tried to do anything to get people to eat oatmeal.
I was born in the Dominican Republic, so my oatmeal just came, I think, in powdered form.
Oh, really?
Just add water. Yeah, just add water. We didn't have a lot of oats out there. Because they take that electricity, right? They take that electricity. The thing is that they take that electricity, and you can't have a lot of stuff, right? Because they just take the electricity. Even though you pay for it, they just take it. They'll take it for like 2, 3, 4 days.
Whole new world, huh?
Yeah,
it's a whole different world from over there. Jeez.
Everything was more powdered. Yeah, it's exciting.
That's crazy. So do you guys have, I know you guys probably like a lot of crazy stuff. Do you have any favorite songs that you're ashamed to admit?
Like the one, like ones we've made?
No, just like
Was it you like the?
like Bop by Hanson or something.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. I might.
It's not even a bad song, but I think people think it's a bad song. But it comes on, and I always like it. The one that goes, "Hey now, na 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 na."
You're a rock star.
You're
Yeah,
an
there you
all-star.
Smash
Hey
Mouth, All
now,
Star,
you're an
Smash Mouth.
all-star. Get your time on.
Oh,
I'm not
no,
gonna lie to
no.
you. I like
I only say that because I heard that
remember
today. I was singing along with it in the car, and I was not ashamed.
I'll tell you
I
right
was
now.
not
All Star. What's
You
yours?
remember Alien Ant Farm? Alien
Yeah.
Ant Farm did a cover of Smooth Criminal. It's my
Yep.
jam. That's my jam.
Yeah.
They
Is that
Yeah.
killed it. They killed it, man. They killed it. Alien Ant Farm. I swear, they killed it, man. They got the little. They're throwing the block party, and the sidewalk starts lighting up, and he's like, "Yeah, I love it. I love it. Great video. Great video."
You ever watch? I watched, or not watched, but I remembered a video from Michael Jackson, where he's walking next to this girl down the road, and she's I forget which one it is now,
Oh yeah, I know.
but it's
Hey,
so
girl with them
stalkery.
high heel on, you give me
Yeah, is
feelings
that what it
that
is?
I
Yeah,
never,
and she's
never
just like,
felt before. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You watch it now though, in this lens that we have nowadays, and you're like, man, he was totally stalking the hell out of her.
The name of the song was called
Creepy.
"The Way You Make Me Feel."
Yeah,
That's the name of the song. The
yeah,
way you
as
make me feel,
yeah,
it really
like
turns me on. Yeah, yeah.
you knocked me off of my feet.
Yeah. There it is.
God,
You got that.
lonely days are good.
Wow, you got that right.
Oh man,
Yeah, I love that
I'm a
song.
Michael Jackson fan. But yeah,
Nice.
watching the video now, you're like,
Oh, me
damn.
too. Me
Like
too.
nowadays, that'd be like, no, you can't do that,
A
buddy.
little weird.
You're canceled. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh, he would be canceled immediately. That's
There's a lot
catcalling
of
to the times 10.
yeah. It's so what a weird world we're living in with masks, with not masks, with just everything. You know. What a crazy time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
So
try to
The
focus on
masking.
mine.
I got a question. This is a good one. If you were at Woodstock, the original, who would you have been excited to see?
Ooh, Janice.
That's a good one. Really, Janice, huh?
Janice. Fucking Janice Joplin, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. There was a
Yeah.
lot of good ones there, man. There was a lot of good ones. You know?
Yeah.
Santana.
I do stuff.
Seeing that Santana set, while they were tripping on acid, that would have been a thing to see. That would
Did
have
you
been
ever
a thing
see
to
the
see.
Richie Havens Freedom?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah, I was literally gonna say that Richie
That was a
Havens
good one.
and Jimmy.
His hand disappears. He plays so
Yeah.
fast. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was a good one, man. That was a good one.
And apparently, not a lot of people were there
There's
for
a lot of
Jimmy
them, man.
at that,
Yeah, I don't
because
know.
I think he was towards the end.
Yeah.
Can you imagine missing Star Spangled Banner?
Oh,
What?
that performance.
I mean, there's so many groups
crazy.
that probably turned it down,
That
right?
performance was crazy.
There's
Yeah.
there's a lot of different like stories about. Like I think Led Zeppelin played in Jersey that weekend. Like they had 2 nights in Jersey that weekend. Like they
Yeah, and turned it
Mm.
down. Like, yeah, what's that?
it's
Yeah.
crazy. to think,
There was a
right?
lot of groups who turned it down.
Yeah, and then the
And
newer
There was a
Woodstocks
lot of
ruined
groups who
it.
turned it down.
really,
Didn't
a
all.
really bad set too. I don't think that there's much footage of the Grateful Dead playing, and I think that their set was really bad. I think it like really rained or something during their set, and I think that I think that they didn't. I think that like Woodstock wasn't a good one. I didn't even know Janice played Woodstock. That's on my loop. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
good
Janice
people.
definitely played Woodstock. Janice played Woodstock. Oh, you know who also crushed Woodstock? Jefferson Airplanes. They crushed Woodstock. Yeah.
There's a lot.
The
Did you ever
people, when
hear
they started playing,
sorry, what were you saying? What'd you get?
when they were started, I think they played like at 11 o'clock in the morning, right? Like
Ew.
sometime in the morning, and everybody was kind of like, right? And they just turned up, man, and everybody started rocking. Everybody started rocking. It was beautiful.
What would you be your best time to play? What's a good time? 420.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the best time to play. That's the best time to play, man. I don't really have a preference. You know, I don't really have a preference. I'm
Whenever
just
they tell you to
excited.
go on.
Yeah, I'm excited to just perform.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited that people want to see the show. That's what I'm more excited about. I don't have a preference really.
What's
I don't know. Dude, you
500
got a
miles
preference?
about?
Ooh, ooh. It's a good song, man. When we
Reflection.
wrote the song, yeah, when we wrote the song, you know, it was kind of a little bit of a little roadblocks in our path. You know, we got handed a little bit of lemons. You know, and we decided to make lemonade with that, and we wanted to put it in song form, just kind of like express how we were feeling at that time. Like, you know, there was a lot of negative energy being thrown our way, and we made it through that and turned everything into positive. And I feel like that's a song. That song just is a reflection of us, you know, in that moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You can definitely tell it's more spiritual.
yeah, that's that, like,
Yeah,
just trying to get through that, right? Just trying to get through when there's so much uncertainty. There's so much, like, we don't know, that we're in uncharted water. We don't know what's gonna happen. You know, like, we don't know where things are gonna go, and you're just kind of looking for that end of the road, end of the light, not the end of the road, but that light at the end
Yeah,
of the tunnel.
yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, it's got to be tough being out there on the road away from your family. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, yeah, the fame and everything, you know what I mean? The popularity's nice, but it's
yeah,
lonely.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The popularity, yeah,
I
yeah,
basically had two kids since since all this happened. You know, like, it's going down like
yeah,
since the last tour. So, like, man, I don't even. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. You know. Yeah, it's tough because it was always tough. You know. So
Mm,
I don't think it gets any easier. But I think
no,
that, as the mission is getting out there and the word is getting out there more and more, then it makes it that much more worth it, and it makes the drive that much more, worth it.
mm.
easier. Yeah,
What do you hope your legacy is?
Just to spread love. That's it. Spread love, and when we say
yeah,
break rules, spread love, we're talking about breaking the rules of, like, who people say you're supposed to be, or how you're supposed to dress, or anything that somebody tells you this is what you're supposed to do. Like, you live your life, and and spread love, and that's it, man. You know, if we can make one person start to be like,
yeah,
yo, man, I want to start trying to live a more positive life. I want, like, just for myself. It has nothing to do with anything else except for just trying to spread love.
So, if you could
yeah.
resurrect one musician to burn with and learn from, who would it be?
Mm, wow.
Oh,
I
mm,
mean,
wow, that's a
yeah,
good one.
for me, I have to go with the
That's
GOAT,
a
man,
good
Bob
one.
Marley. You know,
Yeah.
how can I not? You know,
Yeah, right.
John Lennon. I think John Lennon is, like,
Ah,
right
Bob's a
Mm,
there.
good one.
Oh,
Bob's a good one. John
Jimmy
Lennon, yeah,
right
that's what I was
there.
gonna say. John Lennon,
Jerry,
man.
Jerry
all
Garcia.
good.
Uh,
Yeah.
um, so many, right?
Morrison,
Hunter
Morrison.
Thompson. Like,
Oh
even outside
man,
of music, Hunter S. Thompson would be just really wild.
yeah.
For
Um,
real.
you know,
Yeah, to be in his head for a minute. Jeez.
yeah, right.
Oof, that would be
so,
exciting, right? That would be a fun
so
story.
if this was Alice in Wonderland, which character would you be? Tweedledee and Tweedledum,
Oh man,
Cheshire Cat, Mad Hatter, or Caterpillar?
I
I
would
mean,
definitely
I'm
be
a
the Mad
chubby one,
Hatter.
man, so
I'd
I'm the
be
cat,
feeding
I guess.
everybody mushroom tea.
Yeah, you're definitely the Hatter for sure. This guy is
You are,
definitely.
yeah. You're definitely the cat because you like
So,
to
yeah, this
come,
cat laying on the
just drop
on the
some,
He
bed.
even
drop some
kind of looks like
knowledge,
the
and
cat.
keep it moving, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
he drops some
He's got
wisdom,
that cat.
whoop, keeps it moving. You know,
Dude, look at you. Look at your face, dude. You got, yeah, you definitely got that cat look. Yeah, you got the Cheshire cat with some curly hair.
I got
he,
one of my
he
parents.
drops wisdom, man.
I got his
Down the rabbit hole.
That's
Boom,
it.
look at that.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah. Or he would be the
So when,
rabbit because he's always on me about time. You know, make sure I'm on time. Make sure I'm on time. Make sure I'm on time. That's
Yeah,
that's too.
worked out tonight.
somebody's got to do it, right? That's just how it rolls. I get it. You know, you imagine a couple stoners trying to be organized and do some shit.
Amen.
Hey man, you said we were doing it. No, you said we were doing it.
Then, and that's the best part too of like making like the style of music we make, man, is that we want to like break that mold of like stoners are lazy. Like, nah, man. Like, if you're
Yeah.
lazy, you're just a lazy person, man. Like, you know, we're motivated people. You know, my man hits the
We're
gym.
functional.
My man takes care of his family. My man does like, you know, we do a lot and we still function in a normal day society and stuff. So, yeah, man. You know,
Yeah.
that's also a positive.
Our eyes are
aspect.
just half open.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all, man. You know, we like to be more chill and relaxed while we do stuff. That's
Yeah.
all. Love you so much, my son. Go to sleep.
Bedtime. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, bedtime. Definitely bedtime.
So when are you guys
Good,
getting back
man.
to playing live shows? Have you already done it?
Yeah, things are starting to
Dipped your toe in the pool?
Yeah, we just did the Pennsylvania Cannabis Festival.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Hell yeah,
It was a blast. It was a blast.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the New Jersey Cannabis Festival in August at the Showboat Casino in AC. I think it's for 2 nights. Yep. We have something here locally at the Steel Stacks, which hosts the whole summer of concerts out at Levette Pavilion, where Music Fest is here in Pennsylvania. So we're gonna be doing that in July. And yeah, we have a bunch of other like spot dates coming up, a bunch of little regional shows. So it's exciting. I'm excited to get back out. You know, we're not.
You're renewed.
Exciting times right now. It's
into like a
exciting
4 or 5 week tour right now. We're
Mm.
not diving into that, but we're definitely going to be popping up and doing, you know, short regional runs from here to the end of the year.
That's awesome.
And also since the pandemic happened, we put out the album during the pandemic, so we weren't even able to do any shows. We did 2 shows last year. One was a live stream, and then we did the Cannabis Festival in November last year in Kutztown. So like we're just excited to get back out there, man. You know, and perform.
Yeah, for
and
real.
See happy faces and put on positive vibes and spread love. Like that's what we love to do.
What inspired the title Electric Lemonade? I meant to ask you guys that. What is that to you?
Ooh. Well,
it was like
my man Adoo. Go ahead, bud.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like he was saying earlier, we were getting kind of throwing a lot of lemons, and like that's something like I think all of our parents have said at some time, getting a lemon or you gotta make lemonade out of it.
Yeah.
And so so it was kind of like two ideas were together. Was that number one is that we were in life getting thrown a lot of lemons, and we were definitely making lemonade, and we were putting a pulse in it. We were putting electric into that lemonade. So we were above and of just kind of taking the bad and making good. We were taking the bad and making trying to make great. And then the other thing is like our kind of love and advocacy for psychedelics and for cannabis and the old 60s Tom Wolfe book, Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test, and and just like the whole,
Yeah.
you know, that whole movement. We were on that tour that he was talking about earlier when he was talking about we were out on 8 in Ashbury. We had also been up in Oregon around Kesey Square, and just kind of like taking in kind of that whole era of what was going on, and it was definite influence, and so we wanted to recognize that as well.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's lemonade if you drink it and you get a shock from it. That's what. No, I'm just kidding. What is this? This is delicious. Like, Jesus, I love this music. Jeez, can't stop drinking it.
What they put in this?
What is this? It's refreshing, but damn it.
Why does it hurt?
It hurts so good.
It hurts so good.
It's amazing.
Hurts so good. Oh, Oskee, you missed it. I was talking off camera that I was waiting for you guys, and I was singing the Space Jam theme song. Welcome to the Space Jam. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I thought, welcome
Yeah,
to
of
the
course.
Space Camp. All right.
It's all right.
So if you guys redo
It's a
that,
great
you
song,
know,
great song.
We got to remake. What we got to do is we
Yeah.
got to remix
welcome to
High
Space
to-
Camp.
Yeah.
So that's my donation to you guys. You can have that.
Yes.
Just throw me
Oh,
a
I
bag
love it.
every
I
now
love
and
it.
then. I will be fine. Good night.
Absolutely.
Good night, Leo the Spartan. All
Oh,
right,
he said
guys.
good
Well, I
night,
think
man.
we're
He said good night.
I think we're all good.
You got school tomorrow.
Oh, school's over for my kids, but luckily
Oh man.
they've been home, so I've been used to them being home. I'm like, oh, another day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my kid is gonna graduate kindergarten this year, so it's like there was no change.
Mine's
for me
going
being
into
home during the
kindergarten.
pandemic. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
You'll have way more fun.
it's
Like
crazy.
way more fun. Kids should be in school,
Mhm.
you know, unless you want to homeschool.
Yeah, for
that's
real.
cool too, you know. But I had
No,
fun with
they
my
drive
little
me
guy.
nuts.
You know,
Yeah, I do too. This pandemic was fun for that reason.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
my little guy could be with me everywhere I go. You know, because I try to take him
Yeah.
into the studios and stuff like that.
And it goes
Back
by
when
so
we had a
fast,
little
you
local
know?
studio here, I would try to take him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's nice that every
Yeah.
day we can
Oh.
wake up and be with them. So now when we got to go back to normal life, we're like, shit, no, you coming with me.
Yeah, I don't know if my son.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's going to
Yeah.
be tough for the kids. Yeah.
I'm really like loving the homeschool, and my wife digs it, and I'll be honest, man. Like I feel like maybe just like some, you know, sports and some after like school
Yeah.
programs, so the kid, so that my boy can still be around other kids. But man, the homeschooling is really, you know,
Seems
I'm
safer,
gonna tell
that's
you
for
right now,
sure.
if you want your boy to play sports in high school, he's gonna have to go to high school to play sports, bud.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
unfortunately.
know?
Yeah, but I feel my
But
wife.
listen, that little kid's gonna be a comedian. You know, Rocco Taco's gonna be a comedian, man. This guy, he's a funny kid. He's a funny
He
kid.
got a new joke. He got a new joke.
Ah.
It's fire.
Look at us beaming dads talking about our kids.
Oh, man.
Hashtag dad life.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
All right,
man.
guys.
They're great, man. They're great, man. You know.
Well, I think we're about good.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much,
you
man.
guys coming on, man. I really do.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, listen. Thank you for having us, man. Thank you for having us,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We love. Anytime you want to do it again, let's do it again.
Hell yeah, I'd love to do it live. We're not too far. We can meet halfway. I'm in like Lancaster. You guys are in
Let's do it.
Allentown.
Oh yeah, anytime, man. Anytime.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, that'd be
Let's
fun.
do it, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Even if you need a drummer,
Absolutely.
you need me to back up some jams, man.
Absolutely.
I'll kill it.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
that's
That'd be
dope.
fun.
That's dope. I
That
like
could be
that.
fun.
Let's talk off of here.
Yeah,
Oh, hell
man.
yeah.
Been drummer over 20 years. I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm itching.
man.
Get me back.
Let's
said,
jam
"Get
out.
me
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. We hop off of here, man, and let's jump it up.
We got witnesses. Everybody, you heard it. I'm in space camp now.
You're gonna see us jam. Hey, we're gonna definitely jam.
I'm floating in space camp.
Yeah, man. Definitely gotta do that, man. Link up and definitely jam out, man.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Well,
Appreciate
I will send you the link when we're all good, and I'll put you on Spotify. We'll be all good, man.
Okay.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Bro.
Groovy, man.
All right, guys.
Dope.
Have a
Dope,
good
man.
night. All right.
You as well. Peace
Later.
and love. Thank you for having us, man.
Later.
Peace.
Later. See ya. All right, guys. Had some technical difficulties at some points, but you know what? Just keeping it real. This is life, right? This is how we do. So I hope you guys have had a great time. Hope you guys listen to this. If you haven't listened to Space Camp, definitely check them out. Those guys are so great. And especially now that I'm going to be the drummer in the band, you might want to check them out. So till next time, guys, I got some good stuff coming up. So hope you guys enjoy it.
Hanging with Nate the drummer.